Deadly Tarantula Girl coming to you from my private serpentarium. Tonight I am super excited to show you that one of my Asian forest scorpions gave birth. I can insert a photo of what they look like when they were brand new and fresh. They're basically totally translucent and teeny tiny. These ones have already reached their molting stage, which means that they're getting ready to feed. And so I'm going to go ahead, they have climbed off of their mother's back, which means they're ready to go out on their own. So I'm gonna go ahead and rehouse all those babies tonight. Number one, to make sure that none of them get eaten by the others or by their mother. And also so I can take a close look at each one and start feeding and watering them individually. Let's get started. One cool thing about scorpions is that if you put them under a black light, they light up just like magic. She is a big, massive beast, and you can see all the adorable little babies there. So not to cause her any undue stress, let's go ahead and separate them. So the first thing I'm going to do is capture the mother and remove her, because basically that's going to be the way to keep her the most calm, is to just remove her from the situation. Obviously she's going to have concern for her babies, but the good news is I am not going to boil them up and eat them for dinner. I am going to put them in a little invertebrate nursery and care for them tenderly. I've gotten a lot of comments by viewers recently who have been very concerned about the little baby inverts that I take away from the mother, and each one will get its own little hide, although I don't have those ready yet, so you may or may not see them with a hide, even though they'll each have one. And just so you know, in the invert world, once cute little baby tarantulas or scorpions get to this age, the mothers no longer see them as sweet little offspring who need protection, but they do actually see them as food. And so seeing that the baby animals would naturally venture away at this age, that is kind of what I'm simulating by putting them in their own little enclosures. Many people have been very concerned about me taking tarantula egg sacs away from the mothers when I have a mom who has a history of cannibalism or other things that I know that could very well go wrong that will endanger the spiderlings. Just know that this is all well researched. I have many years of experience, and I have a good track record, and that I'm always doing what I think is likely in the best interest of the animal. So know that I have their interest at heart, and although it seems unkind that mother inverts do not nurture their offspring for years and years the way mammalian mothers do. Another question that comes up a lot is the viability rate of these animals. And as you might imagine, in nature, a lot of baby animals tend to be food to predators. And so in the wild, probably 4 to 6% of these offspring would survive. And in captivity, often as much to 80 to 90% reach adulthood, which if I were a baby scorpion or tarantula, I would probably hope to be born at my house instead of in the wilds of India or Africa or Asia or even North America. Because, I don't know, I'd probably not have made it to adulthood in that case. A lot of people question the quality of life of these animals in captivity, and there is no evidence that suggests that these animals are unhappy in captivity. And in my opinion, if they are reproducing and they are healthy, These animals seem to be quite happy in these small, safe enclosures. They know they're safe in there. They have their food and water delivered to them, and I can't think of a better life. This one looks one molt ahead of the other ones somehow. So that was 12 so far. No, 13. They were all in a little cluster, so I really wasn't sure how many enclosures to prepare. I can't get it to stop. So at this delicate stage, you do worry about them drying out, and so you do want to give them a fairly damp substrate. And I went ahead and gave Mom some extra moisture, and she's going to get a nice hearty meal. I did feed her while she had the babies on her back, which does worry me a little bit, because sometimes when you give a mom with babies food, like a tarantula with an egg sac, it can actually trigger a feeding response, and once in a while they'll cannibalize their offspring at that time. So I was a little nervous. Scorpions are definitely not my specialty, but she ate them, and none of the babies were eaten that I could tell. So that worked out. Looks like I have 18 here. And what I'm going to do now is put Mom back and feed and water her. And voila! Asian forest scorpionling? I don't know. What is the name of a baby scorpion? If I knew, I have forgotten. Refresh my memory, people. Let me know what the name of a baby scorpion is. And I hope you liked this one. Alright, so here's Mom going back into her home. And I'm going to feed her up nice and heavy. Well, I hope you enjoyed seeing all that very beautiful Asian forest scorpion footage. These babies will be available for sale as soon as they're established eaters. I will post ads on my social media accounts, so if you don't follow me there yet, make sure and do so. A Deadly Tarantula Girl at Instagram and Facebook. Hope you guys like this one, and I will see you soon.